most non-district games are best out of three. But
I will.
I call foul.
yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying. I
That's
call
what my
foul.
daughter's on. I wasn't there for the. I had to leave early, but didn't say the very end. That's what my daughter said. They was all celebrating. They thought it was over.
Volleyball's got Greene County. That's tomorrow. Taylor on the road Monday. Barron County on the road on Tuesday. They started. I mean, not only are playing quality teams, but them all on the road. Yeah. So it's. I saw on their schedule.
New coach.
First 6 contests in my notes last week.
Yeah.
First 6 on the road.
Yeah, I saw in. Do they know who they're going? I saw their first home match is scheduled to be like.
I think isn't.
Well.
The 2A.
The 2A. Yeah.
I'm not sure if they know.
Gotcha.
I haven't heard who it is.
I know they were supposed to play Campbellsville at home for certain, but anyway, it's a good start for volleyball. Good deal. Anything else on volleyball?
No, that's all.
All right, let's talk football.
Yeah, Chris, I pulled up to the scrimmage the other night.
Where you at?
We're home against Barron.
Okay, where'd you eat?
This is home.
I know. Where'd you eat?
Well, I think I had a sandwich at home.
Oh, all right.
But I pull up and I asked Coach Stonebreaker. By the way, be sure to tune in 20 minutes prior to kickoff Friday night to hear his comments, and of course we'll go over starting lineups and that kind of thing. So we're going to try to get started about 20 minutes prior to kick. And I interviewed him, but it's a question I asked him as well. I pulled up the other night against Barron, and it was a huge crowd. I mean, for a scrimmage.
When was this?
This was Thursday night.
Okay.
Huge crowd.
Oh,
Now,
I know what you're getting ready to say.
no, he did a great job. He had the middle school involved.
Okay.
They played prior, so I'm sure that brought some people in. They played Southwestern, but it was just a. We were excited, you know that. So. In the question, I asked him about the excitement of community buzz. You know, new coach and a lot of success. You know, some everybody's first game. It's like he said, you're anticipating the product that goes out there, but he was really excited when I interviewed him. The Indians scored 8 on their scored in 8 of their 9 drives and 2 scrimmages. So offensively, they're really excited about what they're putting out there. He also said they've been playing a poker hand a little bit, where they're not showing everything in the scrimmages that they're really going to do. I asked him about getting the offense in. He said they're farther along than he thought they would be as far as adding the basic stuff. Because back in the spring, he said we're just going to get our basic stuff in. So he's pleased with that. He said a lot of room for improvement, but you know, all systems go. Friday night, no injuries. That was another question. So.
Hot Country 93.5 WAIN.
They get their conditions through practice. They sprint drill to drill and all that kind of stuff. So they're getting all their
see any way you're not fired up to play. So I think we worry about ourselves and not worry about who's playing and not playing for Russell County, if they do have anybody out, who knows.
Scott, I know you called the games last year. John, you were out of the booth for a bit last year, but you're back in. Question for both of you, really. With the new coaching staff, new system, everything, you just kind of got to throw last year's. You can't really look at last year's game and really say, okay, well, we did this well, we didn't do this well last year, because everything's different, right?
Right. One of the things on our media note sheet that I put on there was returning. As the season goes on, obviously I'll put this season's stats on it, but all you do for the first game is the returning players.
Yep.
Our starting quarterback, Lane Grant, threw 5 passes last year. He was 0 for 5. So, but we didn't throw it very much last year either, and the quarterback that played last year is not playing this year. So, you gotta look at that. I mean, Lane rushed for almost 1,000 yards, had 14 touchdowns on the ground. So, you got to look at that part of it too. But I put an asterisk beside it. Solomon Stoneberger obviously played at Casey County last year, but he had 700 yards receiving and 10 touchdowns over there as a sophomore. So I think they're expecting big things out of him. So I'm excited about it.
Chris, interesting note that Scott has got on my sheet here. Teams have split their last 8 meetings, which that kind of surprised me. I thought Russell would have the advantage there. The last time Russell County came to Columbia, Adair County won that one 46-7. And Coach Stonebreaker, I don't even know if he knows this stat. He's 6-3 against Russell County in his career. So that's kind of a stat you throw out the window, but it is interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
6-3 against them. So
You guys excited?
I'm very excited.
Ready for it.
I just.
It's been a while since you've been in the football.
I've got it with a lot of guys. In other words, a lot of kids not playing both ways. That makes it a little tougher to call because now you got
to memorize more numbers.
You got if you say 11-11, that's 22 names instead of 14. So that's here's our 15.
You're not getting any sympathy from me on that one.
You just get ready for it because Adair's going no huddle. So. They have in both scrimmages so far. It's not a speed up no huddle, but it's a no huddle, so you don't have a lot of.
Yeah, no breath. No breath. But Chris, I mean, I think it's a fair question. You get excited for home football.
I mean, I'm 2 weeks away, and I'm ready to run through a wall.
It fires a radio guy up.
100%.
I mean, we get fired up too.
Yeah.
So don't think we're just sitting up there eating Cheetos. I mean, you
might have a bag of them.
I might have a bag at halftime.
So I'm going to be stunned if in 2 weeks or 3 weeks when we get the new intro from Austin, if there isn't, you're not going to sit there eating Cheetos. That's not on there somewhere.
That's what I accuse my buddy of. He watches a lot of TV. I said, you're sitting there eating Cheetos and scratching your bald head.
Well, I'm excited for you guys. We're excited about talking about Adair County football and volleyball. Look good, off to a great start for the volleyball and golf. I know we don't have an update on golf, but I heard that they're having a good season.
They are off to a good start. I haven't gotten anything as far as stats, numbers. Scott, you got anything on golf?
I don't.
So we'll try to get you something on that next week.
Good deal. All right, we're going to step away for a couple minutes as our sponsors do their jobs, and when we come back, we've got a guest. Still not going to tell you who it is. You got to tune in.
Wow.
That's your tease.
Wow.
Come back because we're excited about having him in studio. I just gave away that it's a him. Back in a minute. This is the JNS Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local.
This is Matt Loy with United Citizens Bank. Although I'm very proud of all the products and services we offer, the best thing we have to offer is good, old-fashioned customer service. It may seem like banking is moving to smartphones and computers, and while we can do that too, we don't think anything can replace a firm handshake and your confidence in our word. When you think personal service and customer-first banking, think UCB. United Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Kylie Callie McCovens. I'm a Greene County High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I've loved being a part of campus ministry. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosales.ky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Get the latest, most up-to-date local sports on our website, 1019wain.com. It's absolutely free with no subscription fees and never any clickbait. Guaranteed. Check it out, 1019wain.com.
Hi, this is Connie with Hot Prince in Columbia. Coming up in August, we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. To celebrate, we'll be having an open house on August 19th from 11 to 1. Join us then for free food, giveaways, and also 25% off store-wide, including the clearance rack. For the first 50 people here, you'll also get a goodie bag. We'll be drawing out a winner that day for a Blackstone Grill as well. To get registered for a chance to win that, just stop by the store between now and then, spend $100 with us, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win that Blackstone Grill. We hope to see you there.
Back to J&S Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local. Our sponsors, United Citizens Bank, TJ Regional Health, Lindsey Wilson College, our title sponsors, J&S Auto Sales. Man, we didn't say this because we were so excited to get our guest on, which we'll introduce here in just a few minutes. But I know, that's right. I'm teasing it as much as I can. What time you guys go on the air? Where can people listen if they can't come to the game? Give us an update on radio for Friday night.
6:40 to kickoff 7 o'clock, so about 6:40 will be pregame. About 7 minutes of that is Coach Stonebreaker. We recorded it this week. We'll play it. We're going to do that every week, and still working on Leanna for a sideline reporter. I don't have a Dick Gabriel yet to go down on the sideline, but I think that would really add to us.
It would.
A microphone. So,
you want me to do it?
You busy on Friday night?
I might not. I don't know. I can't do it every Friday night.
Headset. You don't have to come over and do a game.
I couldn't do it every Friday night. I might be around this Friday night.
Yeah, we got an extra microphone. So
I mean, there's all kinds of excitement. Can you get me? What are you going to buy me to eat?
Usually on home games, the Booster Club really digs.
I'm sure they do. I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. All right, I've teased it enough. I want to welcome into their studios. This is the first time we've got to talk to the new Adair County Athletic Director, Tyler Maskell. Tyler and I've known Tyler for a long time. He was a pup when I first met him. Former Lindsey Wilson. He's a Lindsey Wilson College grad, former Blue Raider baseball player. I've got his stats here. I'm going to read those here in just a little bit when we start talking about that. But Tyler, welcome to the show. We're excited to have you, and congratulations on your new gig.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It's a privilege to be here with you guys, and now being able to represent Adair County Athletics and be a leader for them as well.
We wanted to bring you on day one, but we weren't working at that time. But then we thought, you know what? Let's give him a few days to get his feet wet. That's exactly right. So how's it been the first couple of weeks, and what's been the best part, the most challenging part?
Yeah.
Just give us an update.
Honestly, all of it is it's the best word's amazing. The best part's getting to talk with all the coaches. I was a coach last year for the Adair County Middle School, and I think I pride myself as a coach, and I think it's awesome that I get to now be a leader for some of the coaches for the programs here at Adair County. I think it's really awesome looking into our facilities, see what we can do, see what we can upgrade with. I think it's really awesome what Craig did last year, kind of just being able to ask him questions, see what he did, and kind of follow suit with Adair County. I mean, we're headed in the right direction. We have a lot of young talent at each program. So far, our fall sports have been unreal. I know our girls and boys golf teams have gone ahead and they've already set personal bests for a lot of their scores. I know you guys talked about football about 5 minutes ago. We're super excited for Friday night, and volleyball is off to a good start too, 1-1, and they go to Greene County tomorrow night. But so far, it's just been nothing but it's nothing short of fun, honestly, and then nothing really challenging yet. But it's just learning, and I pride myself on learning a lot. There's nothing that I don't step down from. I always want that challenge, so if anything comes up, I think that's worth a shot to go ahead and go after.
So have you got the KHSAA handbook memorized yet?
Not yet, no. The website's already tough enough. That's challenge number one, actually.
He doesn't look too bruised up from drinking out of a fire hose, because I mean, I can only imagine what the new job has entailed. Talk about you talked about a little bit about Friday night with the game coming up. Talk about the excitement that's in the community about Adair County sports right now, because it seems like it's at an all-time high. Oh, it's buzzing right now within the community. Everywhere I go, we're asking how Coach Stonebreaker's doing and how his staff's doing. I know he brought in Coach Cross from Casey County as well. We're very fortunate to have him. He's in our strength and conditioning position at our school as well, so he'll be able to get them stronger, faster, stuff like that in school. But around the community, I mean, I see people in Walmart and they're asking how Coach Stonebreaker's doing, how the team's looking. I mean, the other night our starting quarterback trucked the cornerback at the goal line, and I was over there fist bumping for us, and you can see the crowd going nuts. So everyone's ready to rock and roll. The players have bought in with Coach Stonebreaker's and his staff's culture. I think it's going to be an outstanding year. I expect a packed house on Friday night. Got everything planned out. Everything's already been sent to Russell County on Tuesday. We're ready for them on Friday. That's exciting. Guys, jump in.
Coach, we saw last year Craig with all the things with his job, and I know he really brought in fundraising too as a big aspect. And he came and got some outside sources and some sponsorships and that kind of thing. Have you had a chance to pick his brain as far as kind of what he was thinking there, his long-term goals, and just continuing that?
Yes, we actually had a feasibility study completed last year, and we have it's just a big outlook for what we could potentially do on our campus with facilities and where facilities need to be upgraded. If Craig's listening to this right now, I'm sure he'd laugh, because I think I text him like every other day with some questions, just because he did such a good job last year. I want to continue what he started, and I mean, everything that we're looking forward to do here in the next couple weeks to a month, hopefully, we're looking at getting huddle across our school, a school-wide package. We're looking at doing that. I know football already has it. You guys highlighted that. I think it's one of the coolest things how they have it set up. After an offensive stretch, they go over there and look at their film. But we're looking to get it for basketball, boys and girls, and volleyball as well. And we're looking to spruce up the campus environment with some game day flags and some campus banners as well. But we're going out. We're just kind of seeing who'd be willing to sponsor us right now. But there's a lot in the future that we're looking forward to.
Energy level's high with this guy, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it. Talk a little bit about your coaching staff, and because you said that you were a coach last year, so now you kind of moved out of that coaching realm into administration. Talk about how you interact with your coaches and how they've accepted you so far.
Yes, I mean, they've accepted me more than I could. I appreciate it tons. I know I'm young. I'm only 25 years old, and a lot of them, I don't want to hurt their feelings, but some of them might be double my age, but they're veterans too, so I kind of ask them questions as well, and they're very receptive of that. They understand that there's a couple learning curves within this job, and I'm still learning, so I ask them a couple questions. They're more than welcome to answer, and then I kind of look for some advice there as well. Some football stuff. I know Coach Stonebreaker was a former athletic director alongside Casey County, so I kind of get the ins and outs of some things, just kind of run it by him, just to make sure I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but I want everything to run smooth. So I kind of run stuff by him just to make sure everything's rolling at his standard, but also the standard that Adair County Athletics is that it needs. But in regards to our football staff, I mean, I went went to a football clinic about 2 weeks ago. They had a little clinic for the Little League football kids, and their energy was there all the way from the 7-year-olds all the way up to the high schoolers that they're coaching. So you know that they're here for the community, and I look forward to seeing them in action Friday night.
I know you are a former baseball player, but is baseball your true love, or is it just sports in general?
Sports in general. I love baseball. I love Friday night football. But there's nothing better than going into the gym and watching some volleyball games, and going into the gym and watching some basketball games, watch them compete. Shout out to our boys basketball team. They just got a transfer. I don't know if you guys know about him, but he came from Collins High School. His name is Isaiah Cochran. We're super excited for him. Few D1 offers already.
3D1 offers.
3D1 offers already. Class of 2025. Our whole most of our team is juniors, so I know we're young, so we're looking to make a state tournament run this year, and I know next year is going to be just as good.
So Tyler's got to be a weekly guest to update us on Scoop. That's right, we'll call him Scoop. Tyler was a 308 career batting average in college.
Numbers.
Yeah, 8 home runs, 81 RBIs. He was a little slow on the base paths. He had 38 stolen bases, got caught 10 times, 403 on base percentage. So I mean, he's got some game. Have you ever just talked about going back into the baseball and going, you know what, Coach, I know what I'm doing here?
No, Coach Ryan McQuarrie, he's awesome at Adair. We always pick each other's brains for sure. And then I always still pick with Coach Utley and Coach Jay Vincent at Lindsey Wilson as well. Good buddies over there.
Tyler's a 2-time All-Mid-South Conference performer during his career, but here's the thing. He was better in the classroom. He was a 4-time academic All-Mid-South Conference and a 3-time NAIA Scholar athlete. So this guy's got some brains, too, and that's going to help in his new role. Guys?
Tyler, not as much now because my kids are growing up, but was really involved in Little League baseball, youth basketball. What are your thoughts about getting the school system involved in that?
That one's huge for us. I know
in football they already kind of are involved, but like baseball and basketball, there's not a whole lot of.
Yes, that's the future of our athletics. So the goal right now, I mean, about a couple weeks ago, we sat down with Coach Stacia Hill and Coach Breeze. Next year, we're going to start having Little League pushed up a little bit sooner, just so we can get our coaching staff at Adair County involved. So they'll be rolling with them probably around August to October. That'll have their league, and then all of those assistant coaches at Adair will hopefully be involved. And other than that, with the football, I know they just had their clinics, and I really like how they required the Little League coaching staff to come to Coach Kleckler's and Coach Stonebreaker's clinic, and then they had their camp as well. And Ryan McQuarrie is already pretty excellent being involved with the community over there at the Little League Park. But the goal is to get everyone within the Little League involved with our coaching staff at Adair, because that is the future of our athletics.
I've got a final question.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, before you let him go, it's a.
Go ahead, John.
No, I was just going to ask, and not to take away, it's football season. I'm extremely excited Friday night. But
yes.
I've been told about all the improvements in the gym.
Yes.
With the paint job and the new seats, and Adair County basketball is has a lot of tradition, and people in the community they show up. And so talk a little bit about the new look of the gym and kind of if there's anything in the plans. I know we had the advertisement board down on the press table, but just talk a little bit about that.
The gym so far, a brand new gym floor. Brown & Brown Insurance was very fortunate to participate in that sponsorship with our new gym. The new bleachers got a chairback seating. Our season tickets for basketball will go out pretty shortly, probably around September, mid-September, I'd say. After that, we got our LED video boards that sit in front of the score box. So they'll be over there on the side of the court. Still looking for sponsorships that are willing to showcase their company logo on that as well. In the future, I saw this at Whitley County. I thought it was really awesome. They had a big video board that's up there, so we got plenty of room in Adair County gym to have a video board. So that's something in the talks that I've kind of just considered, and I think that'd be something that really spruces up the environment for our basketball and our volleyball teams as well.
Go ahead and do it now.
Yeah.
So I understand you're from Tennessee, correct?
Oh yeah.
Please tell me you're not a Vol fan.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I like him already.
Born in Michigan, so Go blue, baby. Yeah. Michigan Wolverines.
It's not as bad, right, as if he was wearing orange all the time.
Absolutely not. Not a single, not one piece of orange in my closet.
He told me I could be rough on him, so here's my closing question. Oh, actually, I got two, but this is the hard one. You're kind of dating someone who is near and dear to our heart at Lindsey Wilson.
Yep.
She's a softball coach, an All-American. This guy outpunt his coverage a lot. I can tell you that, even though he's a good guy.
120-yard punt.
Yeah, I mean, is there any news coming anytime soon? I mean, are we expecting a ring on the finger? Or
That's rough. Did she text you to say that?
Oh, you can defer.
Did she text you? Did she say?
She has no idea. I hope she's listening.
She's listening, so I can't answer that question.
You're allowed to defer.
I can't.
I'm working for you.
I told her the radio station, so she might be listening.
You don't have to answer that. I'm just messing with you. What's the next? Here's my final question to you, and we'll let you get out of here. What's the next probably 4 to 6 months look for you? I know you got big plans, but what's one or two things you really, really want to accomplish that's actually doable right now?
I know our new superintendent, Mr. Jason Faulkner, he's awesome. He's from Laurel County. We sit there and we talk a lot about what we could potentially do in the future for our athletics. As we just walk around campus, I mean, we can potentially add a new locker room for our visitors at the football stadium. Anything can happen with baseball fields, kind of just preference of our coaches, whether they want dirt, infield turf, outfield turf as well, kind of those type things. That feasibility study was huge, like new dugouts, what we can do with the tennis courts. There's a lot of stuff we can upgrade on our campus, so that is the goal in the future, but immediate is kind of just bringing the campus environment together. We're one big family all the way from ACPC all the way to the high school, so the goal is to get just that environment that you go to Adair County High School, we want that pride when you show up on campus. Even when you come to school, we want you to have that pride that you go to Adair County. So that's the next 4 to 6 months to the year. That's kind of what our main goal is.
Yeah, of course, I coached in Adair County.
I know you did.
It's been a while.
Yeah, that's okay.
But the one thing that I would have liked to have had, and I didn't, and I think we're going in that direction, is middle school working with high school as far as, for example, I was basketball. So, maybe the same system. Yeah. If I'm playing man, you play man.
Yes.
Or if you play zone, or if you press and run and jump, I'd like for, even all the way down to maybe younger than that.
The youth.
And I hope that, and that's with all sports. That's not just, I'll just use that for example.
Yeah.
Just getting those coaches really buying in and working together, I think is huge.
I think that I've had a lot of feedback from some of our players too, and I think that's really important because they're the ones out there, they're the ones excelling out there, and a lot of them have actually mentioned the same thing. They said it would probably be a little bit easier sometimes when you get that same kind of format all the way from when you're younger. So that's definitely something in the future that we'll look forward to.
So I hope everyone out there listening can hear the energy that Tyler brings. It was a home run hire, and I'm excited for him, excited for Adair County. My friend, good job.
Sir.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. I
Look forward to
y'all.
many more visits from you.
Oh, many more.
All right. We're going to step away for a couple minutes. The rest of them will be softballs. We're going to step away for a couple minutes. We'll come back. Talk a little Lindsey Wilson athletics. This is J&S Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosalesky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first. Team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Hi, this is Kyle Allie McCovens. I'm a Greene County High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I've loved being a part of campus ministry. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
This is Matt Loy with United Citizens Bank. Although I'm very proud of all the products and services we offer, the best thing we have to offer is good, old-fashioned customer service. It may seem like banking is moving to smartphones and computers, and while we can do that too, we don't think anything can replace a firm handshake and your confidence in our word. When you think personal service and customer-first banking, think UCB. United Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Celebrating a birthday or anniversary? WAIN wants to hear from you. Birthdays and anniversaries brought to you by Betty's OK Country Cooking. Weekday mornings at around 7:20 on McKinney in the Morning. Call or text anytime. 270-384-2134. Birthdays and anniversaries brought to you by Betty's OK Country Cooking at 2339 at Campbellsville Road, Columbia.
I didn't think I was going to get adopted because I knew I was getting older and older and older. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find homes for those waiting in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
JNS Auto Sales Sports Talk live and local. Our sponsors are TJ Regional Health, United Citizens Bank, Lindsey Wilson College. Our title sponsor is JNS Auto Sales. Tyler, that's a good interview. He's a
very
good guy.
Good. Very fired up, young guy, and he's excited about Adair County athletics,
Do you remember age 25? I mean, I don't remember age 25 very much. It's been a long time.
Age 25, I thought I was something.
Well, you were something. You are something.
I even looked good back then. Well,
you look good now.
I don't now, but
people are tuning in because they want to see you. Just saying.
But 25. That's a long time ago. But I was fired up about coaching then. I mean, just Scott. Can you remember back age 25?
That was just 2 years ago.
Come on.
He's going to do a good job. I'm really excited for him and for the energy he'll bring. He's got some big shoes to fill. Craig did a good job and in a short period of time, but I know he'll get it done. He's a hard worker, and Adair County did well with bringing Tyler Maskell on.
That's one of the things that I'm sure, just for him talking, you could tell he needs to utilize Craig. Craig's got a lot of experience in this. He needs to utilize you. I mean, use those people that's got some experience. I'm not calling you old, Chris, but you've got some experience.
No, I'm old. You can call me old. That's fine. Let's talk a little Lindsey Wilson athletics. While Adair County's volleyball team and golf teams have already started, and football starting this week, we haven't started anything yet, but boy, it's coming, and it's real soon. Men's soccer, the national poll come out today. They went to the national semifinals a year ago after a really tough regular season. Got hot at the right time. They're opening up this 2023 season ranked number 5 in the country. A lot of that based off what they did during the national tournament, but I know Coach Sicelo Butalizi, we call him Stitch. That's what people know him around here. I know he's high on his team and excited. They'll open up their season next Wednesday, a week from today, on the 23rd against Mount Vernon Nazarene out at Walter S. Ruling Stadium and Ray Wells Field. So you can have a chance to come out and see them. In fact, I will leave next week's show and go straight there. It's 7 o'clock kick. It's perfect. So a little Friday night football, soccer with the U. That's exactly right. Women's soccer is receiving votes in their national poll. They're the first team out of the top 25, so they're 26th in the country. They'll open up their season in a neutral site match down in Jackson, Tennessee. They'll take on number 6 Oklahoma Wesleyan. That's on Saturday, the 26th. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Their first home match will be Wednesday, August the 30th against Shawnee State, a former Mid-South Conference school, now a non-conference opponent. And that'll be, again, Wednesday, August 30th. We'll preview that a little bit more next week. Volleyball, they will be at home on Tuesday, August 22nd. So that would actually going to be our very first Lindsey Wilson athletic event. They'll take on Kentucky Christian at Bigger Sports Center, and then they go on the road that weekend down to Marietta, Georgia, just north of Atlanta, and at the Life Classic, where they'll play Life University, Point University, Reinhardt University, and Bernal University. So a 4-game over 2 days down in just north of Atlanta. And then football opens up their season in a couple of weeks. They'll start on September 2nd. We're down in Laurinburg, North Carolina at St. Andrews University. Been down there before. That is a haul. And
is that the place you call from the roof of the press box? Okay.
No, this one is where I get to experience what you guys experience a lot. I get to be in one of those really smallish press boxes about, I don't really know how high it is, but it's certainly not what I'm used to. It's pretty low. And grass field where you can't read the numbers. So that I get to experience what you guys have to go through from time to time. I get spoiled. I don't know how you guys do it. But that's where we'll open up the season down at St. Andrews. Our first home game is September 9th against Kaiser. I'm going to give away tickets to the Kaiser game may start next week, but that'll be probably the next Wednesday. We'll give away some free tickets. I'll make sure Austin has some too, and he can give them away on the show during the morning show the week of the game. And hopefully we'll bring out Coach Kleckler before then as well, in between maybe that Wednesday between the St. Andrews game and the Kaiser game. We'll talk to them. Try to get maybe some of our other coaches from Lindsey Wilson out here very soon as well. Maybe our new volleyball coach, bring her in next week after her match on Tuesday night before they head down to Atlanta. And so cross country, golf, all those are starting a little bit later. Guys, the summer went by fast. It went by really fast for me, but it's good because campus has been quiet, and you guys know this. Adair County campus will be the exact same. It's fun get the energy back and get everything going again.
Yeah, it is an odd atmosphere the other day when I went on Adair County's campus. Kids hadn't started yet, and so just faculty, they're having PLCs, and so there weren't any cars in the student parking lot, so it was really kind of a strange deal. But I know they get going next week, Scott. I think, is that right?
28th.
Oh, okay, so they got an extra week.
Yeah, there's actually 2 football games before school starts. That's
so
odd.
A really different beginning, and be curious to see if they stay with this.
Yeah.
So,
and I think part of it was they took the early release Fridays no longer thing, so they use these 2 weeks to kind of make up for those Friday afternoon things that the teachers did on early release. So I think that's one of the reasons. Me personally, I've always thought school ought to start the Monday or the Tuesday after Labor Day.
I do too. I agree.
Give the kids a summer.
Yeah, I agree.
But they don't ask me, so
they should ask you.
At least we're not in Jefferson County.
Wow. Oh, he had to bring that one. He had to go there, didn't he?
Wow. Is there a bus in Jefferson County? Oh,
it went to the wrong place if it was.
I saw a joke. What's this is so bad. What was UK's offensive coordinator last year's? What's his name?
Scangarello?
Yeah, they said he designed the bus routes.
Pretty good.
I'm sorry. That's really bad. But
They gave. I don't know if y'all know the ins and outs of this, but they gave this company over $200,000 to do this over the summer. They were out of Massachusetts, of course. They're looking at these roads via satellite. They're not actually driving them. They're in Massachusetts.
But some of the bus drivers.
So when they canceled school, I know the big dogs were in Jefferson County. The big dogs from his company trying to figure out this issue.
I'm sure. There's no doubt. But back at Lindsey Wilson, we're getting ready to kick everything off next week, and we actually start school on Monday. We got people moving in this weekend. Some of our student athletes, a lot of our fall student athletes are already on campus, and then the rest of our students
Go to Walmart Saturday.
That's right.
Do not.
You got. If I were you guys, if I was the folks around Adair County and you want to get away, I'd just go out of town on Saturday. Just go out of town, because that's move-in day this weekend on Lindsey's campus, and town will be bustling. There's no way. And it's funny to me. When are they going to start putting blacktop back down on the road? I hope it's not till. Yeah, no. I just hope it's not till after everything is done.
Oh my goodness. At least they're doing it at night. But still, it's just
no doubt. Any questions? Anything else about Lindsey Wilson? No.
I'll be anxious to hear from Coach Kleckler and see his late summer, early fall, kind of what he thinks, about his team.
Yeah, we had photo day today at Lindsey, and so I got to see some of the guys, some of the returners, some of the new guys, and there's some big dudes. I mean, there's some big dudes. I talked to our two coordinators today, our offensive and defensive coordinator, and both of them are excited about what they've seen. They had a live. It's a joint practice. Have you've seen sometimes these NFL teams do the joint practices, and we had a joint practice yesterday out at the stadium with Maryville College, and so that was interesting to see. I don't think a lot of our ones got any reps whatsoever, because if Coach Kleckler and Coach Wright, Coach Cotter know that you can play, there wasn't any reason for them to go through and potentially risk any chance of getting hurt. So it was just more of an evaluation of some of the guys they hadn't seen yet. So they got to be able to see some of those guys yesterday. Okay, that's going to do it, my Lindsey Wilson segment. We'll have plenty more to talk about next week once we start playing some of these games, and I'm just excited to get back at it on the Hill. We're going to step away for a minute. We'll come back. We'll talk about UK, U of L, Western football. Got to talk a little blindside, don't we? We'll talk a little about that, and the Cubs and Reds. We'll be back in a minute. This is J&S Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local.
Hi, this is Cameron Smith. I'm a Campbellsville High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning a degree in secondary education. At LWC, I've met new people, become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the sports programs. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
This is Matt Loy with United Citizens Bank. Although I'm very proud of all the products and services we offer, the best thing we have to offer is good, old-fashioned customer service. It may seem like banking is moving to smartphones and computers, and while we can do that too, we don't think anything can replace a firm handshake and your confidence in our word. When you think personal service and customer-first banking, think UCB. United Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosales.ky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
The Leach Report with the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach, followed by Kentucky Sports Radio. Weekday mornings, 8 a.m. Central, 9 Eastern on CBS Sports Radio, 1270 a.m. and 1019 FM WAIN.
Smart home technology has something for everyone, and a fast, reliable internet connection from Duo Broadband is essential to any smart home. Duo offers fiber internet speeds up to 1 gig with mesh-capable Wi-Fi to cover every corner of your smart home. Get free installation, free first month, plus a GigaSpire blast router and mesh extender, free for 3 months when you sign up for 500 meg or higher internet. Stop by, call or visit duobroadband.com for details.
Auto Sales Sports Talk live and local. Our sponsors, Lindsey Wilson College, United Citizens Bank, TJ Regional Health, J&S Auto Sales is our title sponsor. We got about 7 minutes and we got to sprint to the finish line. John, real quick, we got an update from Adair County Golf. Let's get a little update on that.
Appreciate Nick Coe sending this to us. The update he sent me here, the August 14th match, Adair County shoots at 175, Cumberland checks in at 169, Clinton 166, led by Jagger Kemp with a 41. The next match against Washington County, they defeated Washington County 171 for Adair, 188 for Washington County, and Jagger led the way with a 40, and Caden Burton with a 41, and they will be traveling to London Country Club a Saturday for a big invitational. So I appreciate that update.
Yeah, absolutely. For those of you watching us on
London, Kentucky, not London.
That's right. Yeah. For those of you who are watching us on YouTube, I want to apologize for yawning. I wasn't bored by John's report there. I forget sometimes that we're live in video as well, and so I apologize for that. Anyway, let's talk a little UK real quick. UK volleyball team opens up the season ranked 10th in the country. The football schedules, they're coming up really soon as well. We're a couple weeks out. UK football hosts Ball State on September 2nd. That's on the SEC network. Louisville on the road on Friday night. They'll be on ESPN against Georgia Tech down in Alabama or down in Atlanta. And Western opens the season at home against South Florida on September 2nd. We'll talk more about those maybe next week, but there's a lot of talk about football, the playoffs, and
the Pac-2,
the movement of everything, and how that's going to impact the because they had everything set up, and now they're everybody who is kind of in these the good Power Fives. Well, wait a minute. We need to reevaluate because of all the movement. Yeah. Your thoughts?
It's going to one super conference at some point in time. That's my personal opinion. It's going to be 64 teams, and that's just what it's going to be. I don't know what 64 it's going to be, but I think it may not at all. But I just got a feeling that's where it's going.
In just football or for everything?
I brought that up last week. That I hope that they can somehow conserve or keep the basketball tournament, because that's just, so much tradition in that and everything like that, and you get the Cinderellas and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know if it's possible. You're involved in the NAIA stuff and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's possible to have a separate. NCAA, they don't have anything to do with football anyway.
Pretty much no,
but except some rules. But can they have their own thing versus the other sports. I mean,
yeah, I think they can. And I think that's what's got to happen because, listen, to me, it's nuts that USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington is going to have to travel to Columbus, Ohio to play in a golf tournament or a tennis match. It's just crazy to me. That just doesn't make any sense.
A lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I know, and I know they get on a plane to go to Arizona because they're in the Pac-12 anyway, but it's still different. Yeah. It's a different time zone. It's not fair. It's not fair to these students. Yeah, to go from Rutgers to Oregon, come on. And if this is all because of the money in football, then I agree with you, Scott. I think you should just have a super conference in football, the haves and then the have-nots, just, get back in your regular conference and just play, have there's nothing wrong. We used to have an NAI. We used to have an NAI Division 1, NAI Division 2. Well, then make an NCAA, which, is NCAA Division 1. The Power Fives, non-Power Fives, or whatever you want to call it. Make them 1A or 1B or whatever.
It used to be there still is in football, 1A and 1 and
there
1AA.
There are. But I mean, you can't really, like Morehead State was 1A or 1AA or whatever. You can't lump them in with Western Kentucky. Right. So, I mean, I think you got to call them something else. But it just doesn't make sense to me that to move all these other, and I don't want to call them minor sports because they're not that. They're very important.
Is what a lot of people call them.
Yeah, exactly. Olympic sports is what sometimes they call them.
Yep.
It just doesn't make sense to punish them just because we got to get into the Big Ten. The fact that we're in California and now everybody's got to go east.
Is it possible to do that?
I think it
keep the SEC with baseball, softball, golf, all that kind of stuff, and play football in a separate.
I think if the NCAA wants to exist, and I know they don't want to give up that money, that football money, but if they want to exist, they're going to have to come to that.
And so, I didn't mention, but basketball too, keep that in.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, we don't have much time left. Cubs, Reds both in second place, 3.5 games out behind Milwaukee Brewers in the Central, but only a game back in the wild card.
Yeah, they got a shot. The Reds have been through a brutal stretch here, so maybe they can get things together. Not swinging it well, and their starting pitching is definitely not logging enough innings, letting them down a little bit.
And the last time you were here, I mean, you did make a good point when the Cubs scored 21 on the Reds the night before. You said they probably won't score. They just wouldn't score 16.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I had on my list. Sometimes there's things on my list that we don't get to. I wanted us to talk about the blind side. We're gonna hope because there's going to be more news on that this coming week. So we'll talk about that next week because we got to get out of here. I want to thank our sponsors, TJ Regional Health, United Citizens Bank, Lindsey Wilson College, our title sponsor, J&S Auto Sales. Guys, it's good to be back. Excited that we're talking about local sports getting ready to occur. But best of luck to Adair County. Again, let people know real quick what time.
6:40 approximately. We'll go on with some pregame comments, starting lineups, and then we'll have the Coach Steve Stonebreaker 6-minute interview, and then we'll kick it off.
All right. I want everybody to listen to John, but listen to the pregame show on the radio and then come sit in the stands.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. For Scott, John, I'm Chris in Austin. This has been the J&S Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local.
Right on the money.